Hello, church. A quick word of praise I wanted to share. As many of you know, I live with Priscilla, and last week we decided to fast together to make it a little bit easier for ourselves, to do it together for 3 days and sandwich the Tuesday with the church in the middle. And it's safe to say it was one of the toughest fasts I've done. Kind of spiritually, I felt very tested. Emotionally, there were things going on in my life, personally, and I'm sure Pri will attest to the fact that I was more irritable and impatient. Physically, I was having migraines and headaches. However, I was propelled to push through and endure, bearing in mind the Hebrews verses that we were looking at last week, one of them being that for the joy set before him, Jesus endured the cross. This idea that we are going to face challenges, but to push through for the greater cause, I guess, whether that be eternity or more short term, the end of the fast or the end of confinement. And long story short, I came up with a very tangible sense of joy, like I've rarely experienced before. And I think I didn't want to belittle that, and I wanted to name it, because I think that's important to take stock of these moments when we really feel that inpouring. And I was just reminded of the fact that we all as human beings have been created to be joyful creatures, and we have access to that at our fingertips, despite the fact that the world might be telling us that it's more natural right now to be inclined to being anxious or fearful or whatever it might be. And my circumstances haven't necessarily changed. My headaches have still been actually somewhat there, but I found that I'm approaching them from a completely different place, and so it really has been transformational. And someone reminded me this week that is a great depiction of the gospel, that it's often when we are least trying or striving, after the fact, that we receive that revelation or that inpouring of blessing or filling of the Holy Spirit, consciously, and we all have access to that, and we don't need to do anything. Jesus died when we were least deserving of that. So be encouraged and know that we are creatures meant for joy. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. Yeah. Au revoir.